that we have been talking about with the HRT, hormone replacement therapy. I think a lot of us still don't know what it is. Can you explain a little bit more to us?
Absolutely, Martha. So, hormone replacement therapy is pretty much what it is. It's replacing hormones as we dial down through perimenopause and menopause. So, we know that estradiol naturally declines through menopause, and it's so important as a hormone, as one of the three of the estrogen hormones that keeps us juicy, that keeps us, gives us that hourglass shape, that helps reduce our risk of heart disease and dementia. It helps us with bone density. So when women reach this specific phase, often they'll go see conventional medicine, which is either their GP or specialist, and they'll be offered hormone replacement therapy. And what it is, it can be actually given in various types of doses, and there's different sorts of ones. But pretty much a lot of them, Martha, are a synthetic form of estrogen, or the estradiol they're trying to replace that's declined naturally. The problem with it is it can be great for some people who have a high risk of osteoporosis, say that's already in the family. Osteoporosis is quite prevalent in the family, so they need to replace that estradiol, heart disease risk. But what often is a problem with it is many of the HRTs are in synthetic forms of estrogen. Now, if their pathways are compromised, say for example, their gut is not in a good place, or their liver's not detoxifying properly, so they're not getting rid of waste, they might have the MTHFR SNP, which means that their methylation isn't great. So for some of these pathways where we excrete and eliminate aren't working well, we can get an accumulation of this HRT, the synthetic hormone, and this can create estrogen dominance. And what happens here is that women will experience other symptoms associated with the HRT. So it's really important for the body to be in a specific phase or place where the HRT can be easily excreted from the body. Otherwise, you end up with an accumulation. The other form of HRT is what is not a complete HRT, is called bioidentical hormone, Martha. And I've seen a few women across the group who are taking, say, prometrium might be one of them, which is a progesterone form of it, which is something that is more related to the hormone that we make anyway. So there are forms of bioidentical hormone in estrogen and in progesterone that are more related to our body. So we assimilate it better, we actually use the hormone better, and we can excrete it. Prometrium is an example of one that has good benefits in terms of, and does not incur that breast cancer risk that is associated with HRT, for example. As we're aware that there's some forms out there that can increase that if there is the cancer risk in the family or body isn't in the right place, is what I've been talking about. So I think it's important to seek maybe advice from, in terms of functional medicine or someone in integrative therapies, in terms of looking at where they're at, because it's really an individual approach. Just because it's there doesn't mean it's a one-size-fits-all approach to looking at menopause symptoms. If the body can handle it, that's great. But if the body can't, there can be some real catastrophic outcomes